What is going on YouTube? Hayden making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Now, specifically what we have to talk about in today's video, which is extremely important, is the fact that inflation data came out for, I believe, June on Wednesday, and it was not too good. It was at 9.1%. However, we've made videos on this and we've talked about it in the past that we almost expected inflation to be at 9.1%. Now, going back, I believe in April, inflation was 8.3%. May, it was 8.6%, and now June, it was 9.1%. The difference is in May, inflation was higher than expected. We were actually expecting inflation to go closer to 8%, which means that we peaked in April and started to see correction, but we didn't have that happen, and what it caused was for the S&P to see a mega drop right here, and also these other cryptocurrencies to see a mega drop. And you can see now how they're all correlated. Mega drop, we had Ethereum, which had a mega drop too. And you can see within XRP, we also had a mega drop. Sorry, right here, I believe it was. If not that, it was right here. I think it was right here, actually. Sorry. Right here, we had a mega drop right in the middle of June, which we got the inflation data for May. So what it's causing and telling us is that we're very much so correlated with the S&P 500. And when news comes out that affects the S&P 500, it will indirectly affect crypto. Now, the reason we didn't see a mega drop this month because inflation data was higher is because we expected and anticipated inflation to be up. Now, we thought it would be closer to 8.8, 8.9%. We got 9.1. Which isn't really that much of a difference. And we were all expecting to see inflation much higher than where we currently were. And that is why the healthy reason as to why we're not seeing prices dump even more is because everybody was expecting and anticipating it. And when we know it's going to happen, it doesn't affect the markets as negatively. Now, the good thing is the S&P 500 is managing to stay above a very vital support, which could break lower, very possible. But you can see yesterday and the day before, I believe this was Wednesday and Thursday. Yep, we haven't opened today, have actually managed to kind of bounce off this. And I'm hoping that today on Friday, we close above and start to trend upwards. Hopefully we open and start to trend back to the upside here, which would be very vital for the health and longevity of the S&P and crypto, because that means we'll maybe start to head back up like this, and maybe that would confirm a double bottom, and then we'll start to rally up higher, which would be exciting. But that would also mean that we'd start to hang up here and also influence these other major cryptocurrencies to start to correct up too, which is definitely exciting because we actually reacted extremely well, bouncing off bottom support on all these major cryptos, including XRP, and we're actually starting to trend higher. Now, with that being said, today's video is brought to us by 1inch, a continued partner here on the channel. 1inch, for those that don't know, is a one-stop access to decentralized finance with 252 liquidity sources, over $226 billion in total volume. Total wallets of over 3.1 million and 19.9 million plus total trades, which is absolutely incredible, with tons of different DEXs and networks available for you guys to trade. The only problem with trading on DEXs is the gas fees. However, 1inch is now offering a way to get refunded on your gas costs, which is super awesome. More information about 1inch will be at the end of today's video, so definitely stay tuned for that. And with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. Super quick, guys, before we dive into the video, remember I did just recently start a new finance channel, and I dropped a video yesterday which was talking about the housing bubble and how it's going to affect 81% of you guys. So I highly recommend you go check this out, share it with your friends. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs on here. Once we do, we will be doing a giveaway, which is super exciting. Link to this video is down in the description below. But with that being said, diving into the technical analysis, you guys can see top 10 cryptocurrencies are actually reacting quite positively, up 6.5%. Top 10 cryptos are all starting to swing up too. 6.5%. 13.3% for Ethereum here, XRP 7%, Solana 13%. Cryptos are starting to pump, which is quite exciting. Now, there's a lot of things to talk about here, and if you've watched the channel continuously, you would have known kind of where I'm getting at here, and I don't want to spend too much time on it, but we are looking for the fact that we are close to a bottom within crypto, and hopefully we get that determination very soon. You can see here we have yet to break through 30 cents being rock bottom for XRP's price point here, and hopefully we don't break through that, because that would be quite detrimental for the health and longevity of XRP and crypto. But even if we do break through this major support here, we're probably not going to see much of a drop. We might at most, slide back down to 15 to 20 cents here, and that would almost be like the lowest point that we see, and we'll probably start to crack back up from that. All I'm saying is we're very much so close to the bottom. This is very much so a repeat from 2017, 2018, and I'm not trying to spread FUD, but I'm also not trying to FOMO in this. We've seen these markets before. I've been doing this for years now, which is insane to think about how quickly time goes by. But I've been doing this since my sophomore year of college, and I'm now 2 years out. This started in 2018, 2017. When I really started was 2017, late 2017. And here we are in 2022, much longer and much later, almost 5 years now doing crypto YouTube, which is insane. And I've seen all of these cyclical patterns within cryptocurrency before. And we're pretty much coming to the end of a major drop, which is good and bad. The good thing is we're not going to really see much more of a correction. The bad thing is we might be hanging out at these lower levels for another year, which is FOMO, and I don't want to spread it, but it's the truth. However, during that year, there'll be plenty of opportunities to make money, and there's a good chance we might be able to consolidate back up, come back down again. That's usually what happens is something like this, where we see major runs, back up, a dump, and then we pump even higher. Whether or not that's going to affect XRP, I'm not entirely sure. You can see this was the 2017 bull run. Then we had 2018, 2019. We don't really see much of a movement, but we do at the end see a pump again. So there's a good chance, and it seems like we seem to form more of these like descending triangle spikes within XRP. But there's a very good chance that if we extend the top resistance here, we extend this longer as a downtrend, there's a very good chance that we will come back up to retest this, just like how we did back here in 2017 to 2020 consolidation. XRP is more than likely going to swing back up and most likely retest 60 cents again, followed by more correction until we eventually stagnate, break through this, and then pump back up closer to 2023, 2024. Now, crypto, like Bitcoin, however, will see more of that consolidation pattern, and we will most likely see and retest $40,000 to $50,000. These cryptos like Ethereum, Bitcoin are most likely going to continue to pump. You can see, jumping to the weekly here, the run that we had in 2017. We had a big run up. That's the bull run. Then we had the bearish, drop here, the bear market. What happens during the bear market is it ends. So you can see we had a big run here, and then we have a big drop. Now the drop is most likely over. What we're expecting to see, this is phase one, this is phase one. Phase two is consolidation. We retest pretty high level and come back down to the lows. So we're looking for now in phase two is a swing back up to like 40K, come back down. This is phase two. This would be phase two. And then we see the next phase three, which would be a big bull run, which would be a big bull run here, and this would be phase three. So you could see the markets are cyclical. And you can scale this back, and you can look in 2016, 2015, 2014, and it is very cyclical in the markets here. But now that we've seen that, we're most likely either trying to find the bottom right now, but once we do, if we haven't already, we're going to see a run back up. And the reason I believe we're probably already at a bottom is because of how extreme oversold we are on the RSI, on the weekly charts. We're extremely undervalued here, which is a big sign that 20K is the bottom here, which is the previous all-time high, which is very exciting. So hopefully we stay above that. We probably start to see us trend back up and retest closer to 40K, 37, 38K, which is also very exciting here. So that's really where I think markets are going to be moving to. Same thing with the S&P, which opens in about 5 minutes here. And hopefully we can consolidate here. We watched some projected earnings for second quarter, which was actually up 5.7%, down. First quarter was down. Second quarter is up. And then people are believing, economists and analysts, that third and fourth quarter are going to both move 10% each month, which would really allow us to get much higher, much quicker. We could easily be up to here very quickly, but it really all depends on how we move. What we're looking for specifically, these are the moments and these are the months that matter. And I don't know if you've noticed, but gas prices and everything is starting to come back down, which is very good for crypto and very good for the S&P and the economy. And hopefully because of that, we see July, August, and September inflation down. Hopefully June is the peak. and we see July, August, and September downwards, and that would be enough to start to see the economy start to swing back up. Otherwise, guys, I do want to talk more about 1inch with you, though. I want to give a huge shout out to 1inch for partnering with me to bring us today's episode. Now, as with all cryptocurrency projects, please remember to do your own research and never invest anything you are not comfortable with losing. All right, guys, so at this point, you should all be familiar with decentralized exchanges, and you would know that DEXs have their own perks compared to centralized exchanges. But what's even better than a DEX is called a DEX aggregator. Now, 1inch is just that, a DEX aggregator, and 1inch actually allows you to easily exchange your favorite DEXs simultaneously. Now, with their varied advantages over their centralized counterparts, namely self-custody, enhanced stability, listing autonomy, and coin diversity, decentralized exchanges have become increasingly common among users. However, some of the big drawbacks come in the form of low liquidity with thin order books that lead to high slippage and costly cancellations of transactions. And at any given point across decentralized exchanges, prices and transaction fees can vary significantly. And rather than having to manually check and compare prices across exchanges, 1inch actually collects the real-time pricing data from various DEXs to allow traders to identify the optimal price across the market and capture the trading opportunity within a single platform. Now, some of the popular exchanges that 1inch aggregates data from are Uniswap, Paraswap, SushiSwap, OX, Kyber Network, and even Balancer. Now, 1inch exchange is a DEX aggregator that is non-custodial and seeks to fix the thin order book and front-running problems. Now, what's cool is 1inch exchange does not charge any fees for withdrawal, and as the exchange does not deposit the funds, there is no withdrawal or payments associated. Now, 1inch exchange does not levy any fees on the purchase, although the gas fees are applicable to the user, which I have some great news about. Now, as any transaction is done on the Ethereum network, all transactions involve the payment of gas charges. Now, the 1inch Foundation has made a decision to compensate gas costs to the 1inch DEX aggregator users. And the 1inch team was thrilled to announce that on September 1st, last year of 2021, the 1inch Foundation began the distribution of 10 million 1inch tokens as gas consumption refunds to users who will stake 1inch through the 1inch D app. Now, initially, the idea of such a gas refund program was proposed by the 1inch community members through the 1inch Network's governance forum, and the spent gas amount will be refunded in 1inch tokens on the first day of each subsequent month. What's even crazier is since September, 1inch actually managed to hit their 10 million 1inch token goal for the gas refund program. With that being said, they've now started their second distribution of the 10 million 1inch tokens and have currently hit about 800,000 1inch tokens for the gas refund program. So definitely make sure to take advantage of this with the links down in the description below. And the 1inch Foundation has also developed a simple system. Now, to be eligible for monthly gas refunds, 1inch users need to stake 1inch for the whole period between the first swap in a month to be taken into consideration and the day of the gas refund distribution itself. Now, the amount of staked 1inch tokens is also important to them. Now, staking of 100 1inch allows users to actually get 25% of a gas refund. Staking 1,000 1inch gets you 50% of a gas refund. Staking 10,000 1inch tokens gets you 75% refund, and staking 100,000 1inch gets you 100% gas refund. Now, lastly, as usual, remember to take advantage of their referral program, and if you want to earn some passive income, check out their mobile app they have recently developed. So guys, also if you want to save on gas fees or just save money, I definitely recommend the 1inch platform, which I've linked down in the description below. Otherwise, huge shout out to 1inch for partnering with me, and as always, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.